What's up, sluts? Well, welcome, welcome to the
Who
final,
writes this stuff?
final session of Adventures in Gran, our D&D sci-fi and space campaign based off of One Piece, Treasure Planet, Eberron, etc. Thank you so much for being here. We are hoping to bring this whole thing to a nice and good end. My name is Julian, or JuliCiel. I am the game master of this campaign, and when we last left off, our friends were about halfway through the final boss fight, so I won't waste too much of your time. Addie, who are you playing today?
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Addie, and I am playing the dear, sweet, chaotic Elanor Uirchanar. Whoop, 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 whoop. She's a Princess Eladrin who used to have to switch between her summer form of being a sorceress to her winter form of a rogue and wizard without knowing when it would happen. But now she's so powered up, she just takes an action and can switch between them by her will. And also, right now, she is a little invincible. Not invincible, but she reduces damage because last episode she rolled some crazy wild magic that what was it? She got resistance to all damage for a full minute, and we are not even halfway through that minute, so she's feeling pretty feisty and a little battle torn and worn, and she kind of looks like a grungy grudge, a little bit flying in the sky.
Grunge.
Yeah, last time Addie misremembered the grudge as the grunge, and it made my life.
So now that's her canon of what she looks like. She looks like a grungy grudge right now. Did I say that right? Did I say that right?
I don't.
The ghost's name wasn't the grudge. That she wasn't.
The movie
I know
name.
that.
What's the name?
Why are you using it as a noun?
It's because it now is.
I thought the grudge was called the grudge. That's why they called it the grudge.
Yeah, okay, see, the grungiest grudge. Thank you. See, Michael gets me. Michael gets me.
So wrong on this. I'm probably devastated.
No,
I
I mean, I think it's called the grudge
you are.
because it's like the spirits have a grudge against the people who killed them, so they keep haunting them. But there's no other name to call it because it's just another like dead Japanese girl with hair on her face, and you can't just call every creature from a movie like that the ring girl. So the grudges are fine. I think you're.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. See, the whole crew knows. Addie knows best.
Yes.
What's happening?
Copyrighted.
Yeah.
Copyrighted. But enough about me and my dear sweet chaotic princess. Let's hear about our captain. Hey, Matt, what's up?
Hi, I'm Matt. I play Diya MorningStar.
The cheese.
What? Me? Cheesy? Never. It's just a general opinion. Anyways, hi. Look, I'm Matthew Eberle. I play Diya MorningStar, our high elf artificer mastermind, which is pretty accurate because our boy is fucking brilliant. Our boy is also hurting. His armor is dented. He is very upset because Sylvia died, but I guess not.
Spoiler alert.
So
for the episode after the thing?
Then maybe they didn't
We're
watch
catching
the one
them up.
before.
We're catching them up.
Well, I'm sure they would have found out when we started playing.
That's fair and real and true, but you know.
Listen, anyone of you could perish at any point. Malik,
Stop
yeah.
speaking.
Are people watching this like manga, where they're just like going from the end and then starting the other way around?
Hey, some people like to read the last page of a book. They may be insane, but they still do it. Anyway, I am the aforementioned Sylvia. I am a fighter druid multiclass who did, in fact, yes, spoiler alert, die. I was disintegrated. I fucking Mr. Stark, I'm not feeling so good. Then, you know, I'm grappling with the fact that my dear grandma sacrificed herself for me to come back to life. And gave me 3 of her druid levels, and I don't know what the fuck to do now, but I'm gonna do something. I tell you what, Michael, save me, please.
I'm Michael. You might recognize me from the show you're watching right now for the very last time. Maybe.
This campaign. Cough, cough.
This campaign right now, today. I play Heads and Heels. He is a dwarven monk, Way of Mercy monk, with the ghost of a former king living inside of his head. He's fighting his demons inside and outside. He's out of key points right now because he fought a big rock and won technically. And now he's useless. So we're gonna see what it's look like.
A big rock and what?
Also, I just want to point out, you don't have a king in your head anymore. He's in a little robot suit.
No, he goes in and
He's
out.
still
right?
in his
Oh, okay,
head.
okay. Wait, so when that happens, does that mean Xeno, like his robot self, he just like collapses when
Yes.
he
Think
hops
of
in
it-
the heads
Absolutely.
Think
He's
of it as
he's
like
mostly
the
up here.
head is the switch dock. That's the switch dock, and then when he's in the other thing, he's just using a pro controller.
Wouldn't it be the opposite? Because the dock is what you put the thing into, but like the
Yeah.
Yeah, because
console's
you're
always
the
there.
base. You're the base. That's where you got to go to.
No,
No, but you
charge,
can
talk it
play
up
a
and
switch
stuff.
without the base, but you
No, I
can't.
know,
The base
but the
can't do
ba-
anything without the switch.
What? All right.
Think of it like if you have a burger, right? And
Get
like
out of here!
the robot
Okay.
is the bun for the burger. The bun
Wait.
cannot do anything without the burger.
Wait.
Fucking
But
forget
my
it.
head is like the
You
meat.
said the bun doesn't do anything? It's not
Yeah.
a burger otherwise.
No, it
Forget
houses.
it.
It's a
It's
steak.
just a housing unit. Meanwhile, I'm the meat.
Oh, we got a fight going on. Anybody get that reference?
No, tell us.
It's a Scott Pilgrim reference.
I like it.
All right. So, last time, for the very last time, you all faced off against, well, a whole bunch of nonsense. You
Cool.
face down your final boss, Lady Pandora Nephrite, a giant, ancient Earth Genasi Dao individual looking to conquer all worlds to reshape them in her image. It was a battle that you and your many NPC allies, your crew, as it were, had against this final adversary and her helmsman as well, transformed into a giant mutated monster. The battle raged on. You slayed Terra, the helmsman, multiple times, but she kept coming back together, seemingly until you were able to defeat Pandora Nephrite, which was very challenging because Sylvia was the only one who could actually hurt her properly with the ancient World Shaper blade that runs in her family. And then Sylvia was disintegrated. Ripped off of this mortal coil, and yet somehow she survived because of a deal that Beatrice Etherhorn, her grandmother, made many sessions ago in the background to give her life in exchange for Sylvia's in case her granddaughter died in this mission. So Sylvia returned. Somehow Sylvia returned, seeming stronger with druidic tattoos on her face as she gained a portion of Beatrice's power. Nephrite, in frustration, split the asteroid ground on the outer rim of the galactic crossroads, isolating your allies with the reforming Terra, and the four of you with her. We dive back into initiative with Sylvia Etherhorn revived from the grave. Malik, for the last time, kick us off.
Okay, so Sylvia is standing and for a brief moment is not really acknowledging any of what is happening around her. There's just, despite the druid tattoos on her face, tears just like fucking Studio Ghibli's tears streaming down her face, and there's just kind of like this blank expression that for her feels like an infinite expanse of time, but for everyone else seeing her is a split second, and then her gaze shifts to Nephrite, and the most vitriolic hatred is playing across those eyes. A stiff fury on the rocks is playing out, and she just says in this very low, furious voice, "You fucking rock. I am going to end you." And she is going to are we flanking right now in the positions that we are still in?
You can make it so. Actually,
Um,
Diya, are you in melee range? Oh, heads,
Yes.
Hedson definitely is. Yeah, you can flank.
Yeah, I've been punching.
Okay, I'm gonna make my 3 attacks. First attack is Does an 18 hit?
18 just hits Nephrite.
Okay. Oops. So that one's gonna hit. Second one is a let's count. 24 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And the third strike is another 24 to hit.
Yeah, looks like you got 3 hits. Good job.
Okay, so the first one is gonna be 10 damage.
Mhm.
Second one is 13 damage.
Okay.
Third one is 12 damage.
35 damage total, I believe.
35 damage total.
Oh my God.
And then yeah, that's my bonus action. One of those attacks is no, I'll save it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I just make my 3 attacks. Just wild swinging, just fucking zooming right up into her fucking face and slashing her relentlessly in anger, just like screaming this otherworldly guttural battle cry that kind of sounds like several different animals' roars at once. Almost kind of, I don't know if anybody's seen Annihilation. It also kind of sounds like that bear that has a human's voice. It's just fucking fury coming out of Sylvia right now.
You all have seen Sylvia on the fighter side of things a lot of the time. Very practiced, very technical. This is Druidic Rage Primal Sylvia right now. And in response, Nephrite is going to use all 3 of her legendary actions to punch you back. With 3 crushing blows. That is a 23, an 18, and a 26. Do any of those hit?
They do all hit.
Okay. First one deals 14. Second one deals 18, so that's 32 total.
Let me parry that 18.
Let me do all the math first. So
Okay.
44 damage total, so you can parry off of 44.
Okay.
But that's all the legendary actions for the turn.
Let me see. Let me go. How much? 15. 1d8 plus. What is it? Fuck me. 2 plus 5. So 7 off of that. So
44 minus 7. 37 damage. I
immediately have my HP.
We're doing it for the JoJo of it all. You're roaring, you're slashing, and she takes her giant crystallite fists and slashes, and punches are slamming into each other as the two of you are having this grisly, visceral fight. Awesome. Anything else for your turn?
No, because I don't have my third attack was my bonus action, so that is all that I can do on this turn. Yeah.
All right. We let Hedson take Sylvia's turn before, so we're gonna jump to Diya now.
Diya's gonna stare at Sylvia for a minute and just get this fucking shit-eating grin on his face. Here, Sylvia, I think this is yours. And he's gonna toss over the World Shaper sword that he was holding to Sylvia. So now Sylvia has all 3 blades again. And then Diya's going to turn back to this green fucking bitch. He goes, well, I wasn't that great with swords to begin with, so let me do something I'm a little bit better at. And Diya's going to cast Fire Shield.
Ooh. All right.
Because now we are all in melee with this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
For people unfamiliar with Fire Shield, whenever a creature within 5 feet of me hits me with melee attack, the shield erupts into flame, and the attacker will take 2d8 fire damage.
Awesome.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It is done. Diya, you have a fire shield on yourself. Feeling energized, you feel Volan's heart glowing inside of you. Immensely powerful, as at the end of our session last time, you realize that maybe you can potentially push through her defenses with the natural powers of the elemental plane of fire.
And I'm not quite done yet.
Okay.
This is very loose. I'll let you I'm gonna pass some things out,
Okay.
which, if you're cool with it,
Yeah, go for it.
it's an extended free action, I guess. So, Sylvia, you'll notice there's a little addition on the World Shaper sword now.
Which
As
one?
the one I just tossed to you.
Okay.
There is now it looks like a little bit of like, imagine kind of like a little steampunk, like a little clip thing, but as it's attached to the hilt, it's like spread out and spiderweb, kind of like a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers thing, where it just kind of enhances the hilt a little bit. It doesn't seem to have any immediate effect, but it looks cool as fuck.
What am I gonna do with this information? Okay.
And then Diya's going to look up at Elanor and Elanor, you know, every princess should really have a crown. He's going to throw up a little circlet for Elanor to catch.
What? Is this fucking
Oh,
Diya claws? What's happening?
Am I
I
correct? Is
mean-
this the stuff you were scheming at the beginning of last session?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
And then Diya's going to look over at Hedson, and he's going to toss him these pair of bracers that are embroidered with like these fucking flame.
What?
Yeah, so like flame
Is
bracers.
Diya claws?
Diya claws, holy shit. I
And
think
again-
it's in character too. I'm like, Diya claws, holy shit.
Santa Claus is canon in
Santa
Gran
Claus canon. Yeah.
We have the intranet.
Diya,
I
although
look up
I am
is Santa Claus real on the internet and I'm like, oh my god.
Diya, although
again-
I am royalty, you are our captain. She puts it on.
Now,
He gives a little salute.
Hedson and Elanor, as Matt and I discussed, at the cost of maybe some spell slots, maybe some magic item slots, Elanor and Hedson, you can now inflict damage on Nephrite.
Oh my god, okay, that's
It's over.
As-
It's
That is a huge
over.
As,
stressor taken off of me now.
As these fiery bracelets light up on you, Hedson, and Matt, this is so funny because Addie's character in the Realm Tree also got a super powerful tiara, which is fucking crazy. That
I
gave her
think
fire
Amazing.
powers.
I think I need to buy myself a tiara now.
I guess so. Wow. All right. There's Diya's turn. Elanor, you're up, and you can now hurt Nephrite. She will take half
well, she
damage, but you
flies-
can hurt her.
Yeah. She flies on down and casts Dragon Breath on Diya. You help me out, and I help you out.
So,
Now Diya has access to casting Dragon Breath.
as a bonus action on all his turns. Heck yeah.
That's crazy.
Cool. You want to roll Wild Magic for me?
Yeah, of course
Oh,
I
boy.
do. You
Now-
know I do.
When you cast a spell, do I get to make an immediate attack, or do I have to wait on my turn?
your turn. On your turn, I believe.
Okay.
It's she's growing. We're at Wild Magic 5 now. I got
Oh
12.
god.
I got 12.
No fireball centered on yourself when you zoom down. That's good.
Yep.
Anything
What's
else
the
you're doing?
highest you've gotten?
I think
Like,
I
have you
got
gotten double
8.
digits?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
I don't think I've ever gotten to double digits.
Oh, okay.
But I can't cast another thing, right?
Yeah, unless it's bonus action. You can like fly back up.
No, the
Or
Dragon's
unless-
Breath is a bonus action.
Oh, then you can do a cantrip. So if you want to
Oh,
throw out a
well,
firebolt or something.
Yeah.
You can also use sorcery points to be able to cast another spell.
If you have a
Yeah.
wicked spell.
Just a quick question about the bracelets, or the bracers. Those apply to my unarmed strikes, not monk weapons, correct?
It applies to everything you do as you are cloaked in this fiery aura. You can hurt Nephrite. Michael, also, you know what? I'm gonna do something for you. I got a D. Let's see, where is it? I got a D4 in my hand. Tell me when to stop.
Okay, now.
You get 4 key points back.
Let's go with those key points.
That is.
I literally rolled a 4. Good
You
job.
may live to regret that. That's crazy
Let's
generous.
go.
That's
Also,
crazy generous.
just to clarify, Quicken Spell, you can only change an action spell to a bonus action. You can't do it vice versa.
Gotcha.
Sure.
That's-
Letting you know. Just letting you know, Jules. Just
Sure.
letting you know.
Wow,
Yeah, let's just do a sweet
rules
little
lawyer.
firebolt. Why not?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll to hit.
20? Dirty 20?
Yeah, that hits. Roll that damage, which will be halved, but it'll do
Got
damage.
it. Poppy. Let's go.
Don't call me that.
It's too late now. Oh. Okay. So it's 14.
Okay,
So
half to
10.
7.
Or
Nice. You, Elanor, have this power flowing through you, and you launch this juiced up fireball by the power of the Afriti inside of Diya, which slams into Nephrite. Her stony face scrunches up and looks over at you now, and she is going to take her turn. She's going to make a crushing blow against you, Elanor, as her rocky arm extends to launch a punch at you. That's a 20.
Sky?
That's a 24 to hit, dealing 11 points of damage, half to 6, I guess, because of your stupid sorcery wild magic.
Hooray!
And she's gonna do Mind Sliver on Diya. Diya, can you make an intelligence saving throw?
I would love to make an intelligence saving throw,
fuck.
Julian.
God damn.
Yippee! Hooray!
What you forgot about
All right,
Diya is
next
that
time-
Diya's very smart.
Next time, hit Diya.
That's gonna be a 23.
Yeah, that beats her spell save. She tries to fire a psychic blast at you, Diya. Diya, rejuvenated, finally feeling that light of hope inside of you, brush it off easily. It's Sylvia, and then Hedzen's on deck, back in the normal order.
Question.
Yeah!
My whatchamacallit... No, I died. Never mind. I was gonna say my domain expansion's gone, correct?
I will say yes. It's just
Okay.
you and your grandma's power now.
Okay. With that in mind, I'm gonna think a little bit about something that she said, and after the initial 3 strikes that I made to like get that burst of rage out, I'm gonna start to think a little more tactfully.
Mhm.
And Sylvia's just going to using one of the swords as like a conduit, just point it at Nephrite and
Mhm.
cast Bane.
Okay, so she's going to make a save.
Charisma 15.
Her charisma's +5, but she rolled a fucking 3.
Jesus!
Yes! Rolled.
Yes!
Let's go!
That's a minus a fucking D4 for all of her fucking checks and saves.
Oh,
And
I
her
love
attacks.
this.
Wow.
And her fucking attacks that she used to hit you a million times.
Wow.
Oh yeah, and attack rolls. Okay, huge,
So
huge.
there's your action.
Huge Bane. Yeah, that's my
Are you gonna
action.
Bonus action heal, transform. You can't do a strike, unfortunately.
I'm going to bonus action Second Wind.
Okay.
Because I don't have healing word. I didn't prepare it. I was fucking mad dash scrambling to prepare a bunch of new spells when I gained those 3 levels.
Mhm.
But I'm just going to Second Wind for 1d10 plus 6.
Oh, Elanor,
Oh,
roll a
yeah,
concentration
okay.
save, too, because you got smacked by Nephrite. The DC is just 10, so just roll a Constitution save.
I heal 15 HP,
I
and
passed
that is
13.
my turn.
Sick. All right, heads in, and then Nephrite's gonna take her legendaries.
Okay, so we're gonna do bonus actions and actions can be done in any order, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a funny thing. Okay, so first,
Ha 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 ha.
We love a good funny from heads
I
and
should have
heels.
done.
did the 19 hit?
Yes, it does.
That's funny. We're gonna roll a quirky.
Oh god, I gave you 4 key points.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is about to be so
Yeah.
fucking funny.
I mean,
So-
every time that you're like kind to us, we just slap you back.
So,
I'm
No,
not giving you
I
one,
don't.
and
I
then-
don't. I do no slapping.
No, I here with the Warhammer. That's gonna be 11 damage.
Half to 6. Yep.
half to 6, right? Gonna spend a key point to try to stunning strike her.
Okay, she's going to make her con save.
Minus a D4.
Minus a d4, it's still probably gonna do it. So that's a 13 plus 6 for a 19.
Okay, so that's 1 key point down. Then, because I used a key point, I get to do another melee attack.
Yep,
Another Warhammer attack.
yep.
21.
Hits.
Great.
Have you been rolling with advantage this whole time, by the way?
Huh?
because we're flanking.
Oh.
Oh,
So you could be getting crits.
let me just check. Okay, that's gonna be okay. Let me just check if it's a crit. Not a crit. That's fine. Tack on another 12 damage, half to 6.
Okay.
That was my bonus action. That was my bonus action Warhammer because
Alright.
the second attack is gonna be a grapple check.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. She has good strength, but let's see.
Not with Bane, she doesn't.
I'll throw a d4 in there. It's still 16 plus 4.
So 20.
Yeah.
30-20.
Okay, so I just have to shrimple. Just gotta. It's my athletics, right?
Just strength for the grapple. It's athletics to break out, but it's just strength right now.
I thought it was. Am I tripping?
I'm pretty
You're
sure.
right.
Okay.
Let me check.
I think the idea is grappling is easy, breaking out.
Oh no.
is easier.
A strength
That's all.
athletics check contested by either athletics or acrobatics. So I do
Oh!
athletics.
Okay, great. Yeah,
We
go
do a
for
little
it.
athleticism.
Yeah,
Bada
I'd-
bing!
I'd give it a 20.
Wait, it's not with advantage, right?
No.
Probably not. Okay, 19. So close.
Oh.
Ah!
Oh.
If the Bane was literally a 1, if it was
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
higher?
thinking in my
Yeah.
head, I was like, wait, you would have had to roll a natural 20 if you got a 4, but it's
Yeah.
not always a 4.
yeah.
So that was my attack, my grapple, and my bonus attack. Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Well, I basically tried to swing on her once, twice, and then try to like go for her legs, and then she moved.
Unfortunately, this is a real immovable object situation, as you can find that you are slamming into her with all of your force, now actually dealing cracks and dents into her rocky skin.
Oh,
Mhm.
Crusher. She moves 10 feet back.
All right, it is so.
Is I was gonna ask, by the way, is the landscape of this battlefield like there's just a chasm between us and our allies?
You
right?
are like on a floating piece of rock with her, basically.
Okay, how big is the floating? This is like Theater of the Mind stuff, but
Oh, yeah, it's not that big.
okay. So she moved 10 feet back just now.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's say you do that 3 times, maybe you can knock her off.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. Okay, we'll see.
Wow. Okay, wild. All right. She's gonna take her legendary actions now.
Ouchie.
She'll do 1 crushing blow on Diya.
Okay.
12.
Does she beat a 22?
Nope.
that was a 12 with the D4 as well?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Malik. You're right.
Yeah,
She rolled
yeah,
an
just-
8. I guess.
you.
LOL.
You know what? She's gonna do it again. That's worse.
Yeah, Julian, have her do it again.
I
for the
will.
third
I
time.
will. That is time is 19 is still not 20.
Still not a 22.
Let's go.
Bye bye, legendary action.
Stupid Bane! Alright, yeah. Diya, it's your turn.
Wait.
She is just not able to penetrate your defenses, I guess.
Oh, wait a second.
Julian, was that Stunning Strike check, by the way? Was that con or strength that you did?
That was con.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
I was like, I just reread it and was
Oh, that
confused.
makes me so sad. None of those actually hit me, so it doesn't incur the fire shield. That's
Alas.
LOL.
Oh no, you didn't take any damage!
too bad.
Wow!
Wah, wah.
Holy cringe.
Do a little
oh,
trolling.
God, I'm torn here. I have. How's she looking right now? I mean, she's like okay.
She's looking wounded. You all are dealing damage and she's looking panicked. It looks like she's at the point where she's at least trying to take you down with her.
Then. Yeah, I think we're going to commit to the bid. Diya is going, since she has Bane on her, we're going to do this, and he's going to cast Fairy Fire on her.
Okay.
Huge.
What save?
Dex save 17.
Okay. 5 is not going to clear it.
What if we bane it and see what happens?
No, you did! No, you did! It would have been 7 otherwise. I hate this spell. I hate it.
Hey, it might not. I was lucky enough to even get it to work. It's not a guarantee
I
that
need
it
to
even
hit
works.
you to make you drop concentration. That's what I need to do.
Yeah.
She only has like 2 spells left too, which is why she's been punching so much.
I guess as a bonus action, I'll breathe fire.
Okay.
I don't know.
Is that also a deck save? It's
a
I thought it was
Fire
an
stuff
attack.
is
it's a
dex.
dex save.
Oh, it is. That's really
cool.
funny.
All right. Yeah. That's a dirty 1, so it's not gonna because of the bane, so that's not
Now,
gonna do it.
Now, Addie, if I'm correct, you upcasted Dragon's Breath.
6d6, baby.
6d6, baby.
How long has it been like this?
This last level up, baby. She got her spells.
Oh my god.
Her summer
You
form is a little spicy now.
Maniacs.
A little spicy
You
now.
filthy little whores.
What the hell?
What?
Here, everyone, do you like that?
I do like that sound.
Love that sound.
The ASMR is great.
Okay, 2, 4, 6, 11, 14, 20 points of fire damage.
Half to 10, right?
Correct.
Okay. It still hurts. Diya, explain the visual image for this right now, because fire is very innate to you.
Yeah, what I'm really imagining right now is all those hits that she made on me, the fire shield. So light is like literally emanating from Diya right now. And each of these hits that she's making, it's like there's just this emission of light. It's not like a physical shield in the classic sense, but it's like this light barrier, quasi force shield-esque, that just emanates right from the point of would-be contact and deflects. And it's like deflect. And then Diya, with his one arm, it's like Iron Giant style, where the fist transitions from the sword blade to an emanator, and then it casts fairy fire, and then it transforms back into its sword form. And then because Dragon's Breath is Dragon's Breath, Diya, you just see him go, "Fuck you!" and just these flames bellow out of his like point blank range into her face.
Diya and Sylvia, you are both side by side. Diya glowing in golden fire. Sylvia, these runes all over your body, glowing red as you slash. Heads in giant. Elanor flying in the air. She's halfway down, y'all. Elanor, it's your turn.
All right.
Nice.
Halfway from the start of the session.
I'm going to get some sweet spell slots back with
Okay.
some sorcery points, and then I'm gonna cast confusion on this bitch.
Ooh.
What save is that?
Probably intelligence. If I
It's
had
a
to-
wisdom. It's wisdom.
Wisdom.
Ah.
Please.
Come on.
Why is it D4?
I know. So the Bane brought it to 12.
Oh, baby.
Baby, she confused now.
How does this work?
Pandora Nephrite hits herself in confusion.
Did you just confuse Ray, my final boss?
Yes, and
That's so
Did
funny.
you just confuse
This-
Ray, my Rayquaza?
this
She's confused.
this Zubat flying in the sky wants you to roll a d10.
This is
That
on her
imagery.
turn or right now?
What?
Her turn
I
or
think
right
it's on
now?
her turn.
Is I rolled a d10.
Wait. Oh, I thought it was.
Oh, actually, it is her turn after yours.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, whenever you're ready, go ahead and
Roll your
it.
wild magic first. Roll your wild magic first.
All right, fine. Let's see
The
what
tit for
happens.
tat moment.
Oh no.
I got a 1.
Oh,
Yes!
No.
All right, roll on that wild magic chart.
Let's go.
Insta kill your
So
enemy.
help me if you polymorph into
If
a
you-
shooter
this
right
better
now,
be
I'm
one of
gonna
those-
laugh
if
so hard.
This has got
Okay.
please be one of those like Tuesdays or Mondays now. Please be one of those.
Elanor cannot be drunk.
It's always those.
Oh.
Wait,
Oh, well, I mean, it's fine. For the next
quick-
minute, I'll. Oh, go ahead.
question real quick. You're level 10 now.
Yes.
Do you have the ability? As sorcerers level up, you eventually get the ability to I think it's roll twice and choose the one you want.
Not at this point.
Not at this one. Okay, never mind then. I didn't know she was there yet.
Pretty
I know she's dealing with two
sneaky.
character sheets, so I wanted to check in.
For sure.
No, not yet.
But what did your wild magic surge do?
So I got a 22.
Okay.
Creatures have disadvantage on saving throws against the next spell you cast in the next minute that involves a saving throw.
So not only does she
Jesus Christ!
have Bane, but she also has disadvantage whenever you cast a spell on her.
And she's confused.
All right.
Wow.
So now I'll
Specific-
roll my d10, I
specifically-
guess.
Specifically Elanor, right? Like,
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That
And
is
then the next
so
spell
funny.
I
What
cast.
it-
For
Really?
context, by the
Jesus.
way, I got a message from Addie saying which one, like basically which one's funnier, and I'm so glad this happened.
So, okay, I rolled a 1 for her confused state on her turn. What happens, Addie?
The
Oh, no.
creature uses all its movement to move in a random direction. To
Please fall off the
determine
cliff! Please fall off the cliff!
To determine the direction, roll a d8 and assign a direction to each
How
die
the fuck
phase.
is this gonna work? Okay,
The creature doesn't take an action this turn.
I'm gonna roll a d8. On a 7 or 8, she flings herself into the abyss.
Jesus
What
Christ!
the fuck? Wait, no shot at it.
That's a 6. That's a 6.
Oh, thank God.
That's a
Face?
6. That's a 6. She
Wow.
confused, she spins around and I guess wastes her turn. All of you feel like this is turning in your favor. Without
Remember, the pendulum swings back, though.
I'm waiting
everyone.
for fucking Zach
with
story.
Nephrite running out of spell slots.
Is he not dead? I thought the ship he was on blew
is-
up. Why does everyone keep saying he's alive?
Here's what happens. Nephrite is looking like she's on her last legs against all of you. And framing this battle in the galactic crossroads is this tear with this graph of intersecting purple lines behind you. You notice that it's starting to grow wider.
No.
And wider. There is a laugh.
No.
From
No.
inside of the Nexus. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I'm good.
What?
Oh, that's so sad.
Come on with this now. Is this a spell or a
Oh,
magic
It
effect?
is a spell or a
Natural 20!
magical effect.
Natural 20!
Okay.
Natural
Nice.
20!
Okay. The DC will get higher and higher the longer the battle goes. Right now, you only need a 15.
Oh my god.
Oh my
yes.
god, I fucked it. I
19
got
on the
14.
fucking die.
Okay?
+5.
Wait, Hedson, what'd you get?
14.
You save.
Flash of Genius.
Flash of Genius.
Oh my god, is
Holy
what I would say. I
fucking
saved.
Okay, so
Genius.
everyone beat 15.
No.
Okay, Diya didn't? Okay.
No, I did not.
Diya,
Wait, use it on yourself!
You are going to take 5 points of psychic damage as purple
Okay.
energy blasts out of the Nexus, and the laugh, presumably of the wizard Alec on the other side, cackles as it seems like he's
God,
getting
she's got
closer and closer
fucking-
to being freed.
Assist trophies.
Y'all better... I'm gonna add a d6 to his attacks every turn, so y'all better finish this
Good
up.
lord. Okay,
Nephrite
well.
loses her turn, though. Sylvia, you're up.
Okay, I have a question before I do a thing
Yeah.
that I want to do. Am I so what is that? Was that just a one-time thing for me to be able to turn into Sif, or can I
No, you can
wild
do
shape
it. You
into
can-
something that can
you
hold?
can
my
wild
sword?
shape, and as long as it's reasonable, you can keep holding the world shaper in wild shape.
Okay, cool. So then,
And
what
just
I'm
a
going to
reminder,
do,
she can't take reactions.
Okay. Cool. Great.
what I'm going
Nice.
to do is bonus action. Use my last wild shape to transform into a giant octopus, which can hold all 3 of my swords. It's the only wild shape that I could find that could hold 3 different swords.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my action to make my remaining 2 attacks
I
with
assume-
advantage because of fairy fire. Correct?
I assume
Okay.
this is like a fleshy, horned, monstrous octopus with like druidic runes all over it.
Yes, it is kind of terrifying, but also like if it wasn't super pissed off, it would be kind of cute. It's like
Yeah.
not nasty. It's like a land octopus kind. I don't
Yeah,
know.
It's very Sylvia.
cool.
It's very
Yeah.
Sylvia.
Okay, so first attack.
All of your
is
attacks
a-
have advantage, and they will deal the full damage. You
Uh,
crit on 19s and 20s.
Yes, 28 on the first
Yep,
attack
hits.
and yes, 19. It's a crit on the second attack.
Okay.
Okay,
If you want to slap
okay.
your battle maneuvers on there, that.
I'm all out of superiority die,
Oh, okay.
unfortunately.
Ha ha! Yes.
Okay, so the first, the crit is, wow, literal snake eyes, 2 1s
Ooh,
on the
that hurts.
D6s. What the
Oh,
fuck?
Unfortunate. So how much
Plus
damage?
7 is 9
Okay,
damage.
9. Okay.
And then the second attack is, of course, that one's a fucking 5. 5 plus 7, 12 damage.
12 damage. Okay.
Yes.
It's adding up. Especially on
And
Sylvia's turns.
that is the end of my turn. That was my bonus action and action, so yeah.
Okay. Awesome. No action surge? Or did you use that
I
already?
used it last time and I didn't refresh my stuff, unfortunately.
Roger that. Nephrite didn't break her confusion, but I think she can still take legendary actions. So, let's say orange 1 against Elanor, gray 1 against Sylvia, blue 1 against Diya.
Bring it on.
Three
Damn.
crushing blows.
Lay it on.
Minus a
me.
D4 on all 3 of those crushing blows, just in case we were.
All right, so it's negative
About,
before the modifier against Elanor.
Woohoo!
Uh,
Let's go!
God, the highest was a 15, and that was to hit Diya. What the? She's rolled so many single digits this fight.
She also killed me last session. The pendulum swings back.
She has a plus
that-
8 too. It's not like she's bad at this.
She's scared. That's what it is. She's scared.
Hedson, take your turn.
Whoa. Where's all this hostility coming from?
I don't know.
Uh,
What fucking grandma's dead? This is
Is
karma.
she getting flanked still?
She was pushed, but Sylvia has to move back into melee range. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Also,
so
Fairy
it-
Fire. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
fair,
wait,
fair.
advantage on all these. So
Yeah.
first 2 attacks with the Warhammer are gonna be a 23 on the first
Yep,
one
hits.
and a 27 on the second one.
Okay, those definitely both hit.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Go Flamingo. both hit.
Gofi.
Uh,
Mugiwara.
6 plus 8 is 14.
Half to 7.
Plus 12.
26.
Yeah, 26 divided by 2.
Jesus Christ. So 13.
That's 13.
14.
That's 13.
Oh, 13.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done. Why did I
And
do
then I'm gonna do a funny little. Oh, and I'm gonna. Not yet actually. Then I'm gonna do my funny little flurry of blows.
She's looking hurt. She's looking hurt.
First punch is gonna be a 21.
Hits.
Okay. Second punch is gonna be 29.
Hits.
Cool. So we're gonna do another.
Oh my god. I'm shaking, y'all.
Uh,
I'm shaking. Y'all are so
6.
close.
6 plus 10.
So,
It.
mhm.
So divide by 2. No, wait. 6 plus 10.
So 8.
It is 16 divided by 2 is 8. Yep, 8. And sure. And I'm gonna have her make a con save.
Yes.
Minus a
fading.
d4.
Yep.
And with disadvantage.
Mhm.
Oh no,
Just for
sorry,
Elanor,
not
just for
not.
Elanor.
All
Just
right,
for Elanor,
that's
sorry.
right, yeah.
I got excited.
So she
And
rolled a
it's okay.
13 plus 6 for a 19, but she got minus 2 for a 17. What is your spell save? Or your
Spell save is 17.
meets it, beats it. So
Oh,
she narrowly is
that's
not
right.
stunned. By literally just barely not stunned.
Okay.
But she's looking real
Um,
hurt.
That's why I'm gonna spend 1 more key point. And have the second attack also be a stunning strike.
Okay. So 12 plus 6 is 18. Minus 2
Correct.
is 16.
She
Oh!
is now stunned.
Confused, stunned, disadvantaged.
Y'all
Minus
like
a
doing this
D4?
to my villains so much.
We are a debuffing crew. We are not like a hard damage group. We are a hard debuff crew.
We're kind of both.
You're kind
though,
of
because
both.
y'all have huge
Yeah.
spells. Me and this motherfucker do hella melee damage. We're kind of
Mhm.
jack of all trades.
Nephrite
Well, minus
turns to
healing.
face you, Hedson. One of her wild punches tries to collide with yours before your giant fist slams into hers.
I'm not giant anymore, I'm small.
Oh, tiny.
Even
You-
funnier.
No, this is the Luffy Doflamingo kick punch moment.
Yeah.
As a crack runs up her body. You insignificant. And then she's stunned.
I'm very significant.
She's almost down, y'all. Thea, it's your turn.
All right. Diya looks at everyone, pulls out his arm blade. Let's finish this. And he's going to make 2 arm blade attacks.
These are with advantage, by the way.
Yes,
They
they
are.
are. Crit, baby!
Oh!
my
Let's
God.
go with the crit.
That's the I won't say anymore.
All right, well, I say one's a crit, and I don't think 19 hits, does it?
No, her AC is 18.
It does.
Oh, shit, let's go. Okay, so that's two
go.
hits. I was, yeah, cool. Love that. All right.
You're so cool, Diya. Or you're so cool,
And
Diya.
you get sneak attack too. Don't forget that.
Oh, I'm using
Sneak attack?
No, I'm that. Oh Jesus! I have not been using sneak
You're
attack at all
attacking
because
with advantage. Yeah.
Yep, I completely
Oh
forgot
my
about
God.
that.
Get high. You get high.
I don't know if he'll do it, but
3.
we'll see. Oh, but wait, it's a sneak attack crit. Hold on.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
That's why I'm. Hold on. I have to do so many dice. Hold on.
Oh,
I have
I
to
wish
pee
we were
so
in person
badly,
so
but I
we
need
could
to
send
see
our
this.
dice to camp. That would be so much fun.
To camp.
Sneak. I'm still only 2d6 guys. I only have very little rogue. All
Hey,
right,
that's 4d6, right?
2d8 for that, and then my regular attack.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Whee!
Justice.
Yeah, that's
Is
That's
being
what Hedson
served.
is doing after doing their attack. You just see Hedson like
That's
running
correct.
around like wee.
I'm so happy. I'm punching. Finally.
Sylvia's still just an incredibly
Also-
pissed off octopus right now.
And Zeno is also behind you like a little robot just circling around. Wee!
Does he? So he can
Yes!
attack. So is he just like a cheerleader? Is that what he's
Always
doing?
has been.
I believe in you, Hedrover.
I believe in me too.
Always believed in you. Never would try to take your place.
That's good to say.
Okay.
I don't know why you say it out loud.
We're
What?
gonna have to cover this
Huh?
later.
so Julian. That's 30 damage.
Halved already? Or
No,
half to 15 now?
so half to 15.
Oh fuck, it's half. That's right.
Okay.
Fuck,
you know
with a crit.
How's she looking?
Not good, but she's still taking half damage.
Cool. Then how about I
From
do
them.
that dragon breath?
Dex save minus a d4. Yeah, okay.
She failed the dex save immediately because she's stunned.
Yep.
Wait.
Cool. Cool. Nice.
She's so
Oh, right. I
debuffed.
had-
It's crazy.
I had that wiki page
Up
wide.
the
I'm
house
waiting for you
down.
to say to that.
So she ran out of legendary resistances last time, so this is
Yeah.
why y'all are just.
That's why I was waiting for her to run out of them before
Addie,
I
it's
used Bane, by
66,
the way,
right?
Because I knew you would use it on Bane.
6d6, baby.
Oh my god.
balls.
All of them. All the balls are
All
on the
the
ground.
It's still gonna be half.
Ball,
but
listen,
fucking
balls
come
on the table, everyone. This is
That's another
this is
22 damage. Half to 11.
But also, Malik, don't stress. Mama Bear's coming. She's in
Ah!
the sky. She's
Ah,
feeling feisty.
She's real hurt. Elanor,
Oh,
it's your
boy.
turn.
All
boy.
right. Wait, okay. I just want to make sure because we're using all fire. Is it fire specifically is what hurts her right now?
I think
Anything
all
you
of your
do,
spells
anything you
because
Oh,
do
of
okay,
the
okay, okay,
circle
cool,
will-
cool.
help.
I
will
just
hurt her. It'll just deal half.
With half
wanted to
damage.
make sure. So I want her to do a Constitution save for 17, baby.
Which is halved and baned, or disadvantage and baned.
That's so
And you-
funny.
Yeah.
All right,
You wanna-
9.
Sounds good.
This is
Sounds
her plus
good.
6. This is her plus 6.
That's where I was kind of like, do I do the
It's her
Constitution or do I do the Dex? And I was like, let's be a little ballsy and do the Constitution.
This is
So-
so funny.
Someone
have-
please clip Julie going, this is her plus 6.
So from above, with 42 points of damage, taking down to 21 for the half, she casts Cone of Cold on this bitch.
Oh my god.
In
Remember,
her
she started the
summer
fight doing that. Remember, she did Cone of
Mhm.
Cold once.
Wait, I probably have to save for this too, though.
Now I
Some
can.
full circle shit.
Eleanor's good at aiming shit. Half.
That's true,
Sorry,
that's
did you say
true.
21?
Yeah, it was 42, so half to 21.
She's on her last legs, folks.
She's still up. Fuck. Oh my god, I thought that would have been it.
And then I just want to take some of my spell slots for my bonus action to get more
Okay.
sorcery points. Just letting you know, verbalizing that out loud.
All right. All right. Top of the order. Everyone make a deck save.
Oh
It's
god.
now 3d6.
Ooh, 27.
The DC is now 17.
Oh.
It's a death
Oh my
save,
God!
right?
Beat it! Woo!
Yep.
That was close, baby. That was close.
22, baby.
And Diya,
21, baby.
I rolled
is
so
so fun.
good too. That would have been 15 damage to all of you.
Huh? As I look at my 18 health.
Roll for wild magic.
Yes,
Sorry.
yes, go for it.
So what is
Sorry,
that?
screaming
15
at
halved
everyone.
is what?
No, it's not halved. You just don't take it.
Oh
'Cause
shit!
That's what we did last turn. I wish
Amazing.
I wish I had made it do half, but that's my.
Also on
Rolled an
her
8,
turn,
good.
she's gonna need to roll for confusion.
And she's still
Yes.
stunned.
And she's still stunned. So if she does roll the moving one, she just
Oh my God! It's like getting fucking paralyzed and confused in
confused.
Pokemon. So
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I managed to get the attack.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm still paralyzed. I can't move.
Jirachi strats are crazy. Elanor, what was your wild magic? Probably not.
It was
one.
8, so yeah.
Okay.
That would be crazy if it was.
Julian is so happy right now.
Nephrite is still confused and does not move. She's down to her last legs. Loses her turn. Stunned by Hedson, confused by Elanor, pinned down by you and Diya. Sylvia, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to.
Shit.
Is it a free action for me to make it a great sword?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm switching it into the great sword form just so that I have more of a chance to crit on the 18, 19, and 20, and I still have 2 attacks. Or wait, I have 3 attacks. Never mind. What
No,
am I
you have
saying?
2
'Cause my
because you're not attacking with an offhand weapon.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that's fine. I'll still do. Okay, 2 attacks. I need to pick the right die for this. The first one. Oh, this is advantage, right? 'Cause
Yes,
Fairy Fire?
advantage.
Okay. Oh, an 18! An 18! That's a fucking.
Go!
On the first roll.
Roll damage, Malik.
Oh boy, if I crit on the 17, that would have been kind of crazy. Okay, so that's 4d4 plus 2.
4d4 with the greatsword?
Yeah, it's 2d6 plus 2.
Oh. Okay.
So it's a crit, so it's 4d4,
okay, yeah, because
right?
you're using strength, right? Okay.
Okay. 4 plus 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11 plus 2 is 13. 13 damage
Malik,
with 2 strikes.
Sylvia, the greatsword forms into your hand, ready to plunge down on Pandora Nephrite for the final time. Ferret friends, how do you want to do this?
Oh boy, let me tell you how I want to fucking do this, Impact. Let me tell you how I want to fucking do this. I'm
And if any of y'all want to jump in here too,
Oh yeah, I want to definitely jump in.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm literally, so what I'm gonna do on the first strike is like with 3 of the tentacles, I'm gonna fucking come under and fucking slice the shit out of her back and kind of like tilt it so that it hooks to get some purchase on her fucking spine, and then launch her up into the fucking air for the rest of my fucking team to make their blows. And then I'm gonna fucking stab her shit into the fucking ground after they make their attacks.
I know that you also turn into an octopus, but I can't help imagine you as like a multi-armed like destroyer god right now. Just...
Oh yes.
Like
I'm
mainly
so
octopus, but you got some crazy arms going.
Yeah, there's crazy, it's weird.
They're very muscular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Each one doing like a different hand sign, you know, all that.
Absolutely.
Fun stuff. Yeah. Pandora Nephrite is launched into the air. Sylvia teeing all of you up to finish it.
I'm gonna vault off the little robot Xenos, kiss my fist, and full send a Shoryuken.
Hedrover, why?
There
you are!
Here you are!
Yeah!
And try to make purchase with your jaw, basically.
Yushin Shoryuken. Launch her further. Yep. Elanor flying in the air.
She's gonna just squee on down from the sky with some burning hands and just to her face burn
Awesome.
her silly, ugly little face to nothing.
Launched back downwards. Diya.
Diya moves up beside Sylvia, fully detaches his hand and places it next to Sylvia, and it grapples on, and amorphous transforms and causes the sword to grow exponentially 2 sizes.
Past and future coming together for one big strike. Yeah, go ahead, Matt.
No, Sylvia, finish it.
Oh, then on as she comes down and lands, I'm just gonna in the fucking crazy form. Actually, I'm gonna drop the wild shape, spin the fucking sword, and say, "This is not only for all of Terra, but it's especially for my granny Beatrice Etherhorn. You fucking rock cunt!" And I slam the fucking sword right into her head, and she shatters into fucking dust.
No! Breaking apart, shattering down the middle. Pandora Nephrite becomes green space dust, not just sealed, but with the power of all of you, all of the people that have got you here put together, is defeated. You all stand before the rift in space, the nexus, the galactic crossroads. And there's a shadowy figure in front of it. Head down. Looks back up. Standing at the edge of space in front of this rift. Red eyes. Broken smile. Looking half dead. Is Raphael Pope. Standing before you at the Nexus. He claps his hand. Great fight, everybody. I didn't know if you would do it. Hey, mind if I grab this? He reaches into the Nexus. Purple and black energy starts moving out of it in tendrils. All of you are engulfed in darkness. Sylvia, you don't know where you are. You were in space, finally having defeated your enemy. You are now in a strange, otherworldly plane of existence. A purple and black universe glitching and shaking around you. You see a long-haired figure standing across from you. Bow in their hand, knocks an arrow. Sylvia, fight, run, or talk.
Oh, God. Can I try to talk?
Sylvia, does a 14 hit you?
No.
Sylvia, you are able to knock away an arrow that is fired in your direction. Sylvia, there is a glow of red energy at your feet. Make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Is this some spell or magical effect?
It is.
Oh, natural 20 plus 5.
All right.
Oh my god.
That is going to be 15 points of fire damage to you. As this blast of energy erupts at your feet in a giant explosion of fire. Looking behind you, you see a robed individual, cannot make out their face, holding a shaky hand towards you, strange bird on their shoulder. And finally, Sylvia. What's your AC?
17.
Wait a fucking second.
2 hits. Sylvia, you turn back around and feel 2 punches collide with your chest. As this shadowy individual stands in front of you, just like the environment around you, they look like they are a silhouette in front of this. You cannot make out any of their facial features. You can only see a spear on their back glowing with white energy and what looks to be a horn coming out of their forehead. Sylvia, fight, run, or talk.
Fight!
I can't fight 3 fucking people. When I got... Oh, God. Run.
Sylvia, You bolt, and we cut to Elanor. Elanor, you don't know where your friends went. You are floating in this strange purple and black dimension. What's your armor class?
13.
That's gonna
Not
hit.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no.
Resistance is still up.
Resistance is still up, so 15 half to 8 points of slashing damage.
Ouchie.
You do not even see them come into existence as you feel a slash of a giant sword across your chest. There is a woman in front of you, thinned ears, and you
There's
see
no way you're
behind her a lumbering figure. Not able to make out any features of them. They have a staff in their hand, which has what looks to be a moving knot of rope on it. Their lumbering self, you realize, is because they have a big tortoise shell on their back. Can you make a Constitution saving throw for me?
Yeah, I can. Fuck. 10.
9 half to 5 points of poisonous damage as they shoot out
Oh.
this jet of spores at you. Elanor, you hear a meow at your feet as you see a cat walking around your feet. Looking at it for a moment, you see a third figure approaching you, a young human boy, spiky hair, couldn't be older than maybe 14. Does a... yeah, 15 does hit you. You are going to take 16 half to 8 points of damage as a chromatic orb slams you in the chest.
Oh my goodness.
Elanor, fight, run, or talk.
Should cast fireball on
Oh,
at
God.
least 2 of them because you said he was behind her.
That's
so
right.
those first 2.
That's right. All right. You shoot a fireball at the Triton woman and the human wizard that are attacking you.
Dex save of 17 if you want that, if it matters.
Noted. Edson.
Okay, you don't even want damage. That's cute. That's cute.
You are not sure where anybody is, because you are in black and purple space right now. Don't hear Zeno, weirdly enough.
Shit.
What's your armor class?
21.
You are able to narrowly dodge a blast of magical energy firing like a gunshot. As this magical energy fires at you, it almost screams. As this eldritch blast that flies past your face almost looks like it has mouths forming into it as it sails past you.
Jesus Christ. What the hell are you doing?
18
Hello?
hit.
A what?
18 doesn't hit you, right?
No, it does not.
Hedson, a duo of figures appears before you. One of them, which almost looks like a mechanical dog or something like that, and a mechanical humanoid approaches along with them. Cowboy hat on their head, twirls a gun, fires at you and misses. Fight, run, or attack.
I'm going to attack.
Okay. Hedson, as you run to attack, make an attack roll, please.
Cool. Do I still have my weapon on me or no?
Yes, you do.
Cool. 16.
16 would hit if not for the intervention of a third figure appearing as your hammer collides with an ethereal chair wielded by a giant lion man in front of you as your weapons clash together, sparking in space.
What the fuck? What are you doing here? Hello?
Diya. Your friends are gone. You are alone in this space, created by the explosion of Nexus and the Galactic Crossroads. You hear a shuffling of feet behind you. Quick. Once again in front of you. Make a perception check for me.
This motherfucker gets to make checks. We all just go check.
14.
14. You are not able to make out the form of this figure until it is too late. As a gunshot fires at you, narrowly missing, breaking off of your armor, as you see that it was fired by this tiny, maybe 4-foot tall individual with a wooden mask. You hear the rev of an engine behind you. Fight, run, or talk.
What can I see around me? Is it just like the pure blackness of everything?
Pure blackness. Looking around you with a perception check like that, you are able to see this figure, where the noise of this revving engine comes from. There is a tall, bulky individual on top of this strange, infernal engine, it looks like, wielding a giant glaive. A half-orc individual looks like they are about to charge you.
Diya's gonna sit down, cross his legs, close his eyes, and concentrate.
Okay. Make a concentration check for me.
What is concentration based off of?
Constitution.
Constitution. +1. Okay. That's gonna be an 18.
This individual rockets towards you riding on this infernal engine, ready to swing their glaive at you. You fully have it in your power to dodge it. But it is very much real.
It's real.
It's real.
Diya has a very practical outlook on things and is a very logical individual, but he recognizes that the scenario he's in is incomprehensible. And so rather than responding to things externally, he is going to do something that he hasn't really done before, and he's going to turn internally, and he's going to ignore his surroundings and try and focus on a center point that is the heart of the Afriti within inside him.
Okay. Diya, glowing with this energy inside you, you are able to half the incoming damage that comes your way. You take 5 points of slashing damage as this half-orc sails past you.
Cool. Just add a, yeah, cool. Cool.
There's a sound like giant hissing snakes. As next in front of you, Diya, you see a small individual, spiky hair, flanked by 2 giant boa constrictors walking towards you. Next to him, an almost 7-foot tall man with a cape wielding dual axes. The axe handle is made out of the oak of what looks like a giant tree. And finally, Diya, you hear a metallic clang behind you. As the last individual to show themselves to you is another tall warrior, shield in hand, very old, a sword that looks glowing white as if it could cut anything. He faces you down. Diya, fight, run, or talk?
Diya's gonna keep doing what he was doing before.
The cleric plants his shield in the ground. Sword as well. Sits down cross-legged across from you. Looks into your eyes. You can see this old, withered face to him. Diya, roll an intelligence check with advantage.
Julian, I love you so much.
I mean,
I am praying you let me react again. I am praying.
This
Julian.
is so sick.
It's a nat 20.
Let's go.
The dice tell a story.
Oh my, what a story. What the?
Eldon speaks to you, Diya.
Mm.
Will live many lives. And we do so because we love adventures. But they would not be complete alone. Diya, you see rifts open in front of you. You have a choice to reach out to one of your friends right now.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you reach for first?
Outside of knowing that I can reach for one of my friends, does Diya get a sense of everyone's condition or how people are, or am I just guessing at random here?
All you know is that they will be beyond these rifts in the galactic crossroads.
I think Diya would reach to Sylvia first, because with everything that's happening, the world kind of hinges on what happens to Sylvia.
Sylvia, you face down this strange, agile individual glowing with white lunar energy. As you see Diya on the other side of a portal. Sylvia, what do you do?
I go into the portal towards Diya.
Sylvia, you leave, taking one look back at the tall, slim man with the unicorn horn before the rift shuts behind you. Sylvia and Diya, you are together again, and who do each of you reach for?
I'm gonna reach for Elanor.
Sylvia, you reach your hand through a rift in space. Elanor, you see Sylvia reaching out to you.
Elanor looks down at the cat. She goes, Princess Kitty. She gives her a little pet. Is the cat happy at all?
The cat nuzzles up against you.
Oh my god. Eleanor's tears, like her eyes well for some reason. She doesn't even know why, but she grabs Sylvia by the hand.
Elanor, you exit the rift, turning around to see both this small magician boy and standing behind him as well, a tall elven woman with a bow in her hand before the rift shuts.
Oh my god!
Do you reach to Hedson?
Oh, yes.
Leave him behind.
No! And I'm stuck in the rift again! Woo!
Hedson, as you are squaring off against this lion man who is matching you blow for blow, you see Diya reaching out to you.
I see that Diya is reaching out to me. I walk up to the lion man and do that thing in like the beginning of Street Fighter 3 Third Strike where it's like Alex pressed against Hugo, just like chest to chest. And I kind of like bump him a little bit, grab the hand, flip him off, and like go back to the portal.
Middle finger out, as in you flip backwards, saying goodbye both to this tall lion man and this strange individual who looks to be covered in this odd carapace wielding a giant weapon before the rift shuts. The four of you stand together, purple and pink energies rushing around all of you, and you see a collapsed Raphael Pope across from all of you. Eyes looking blank, not quite sure if he's dead. And standing above him is this figure, almost glitching, changing forms, completely incomprehensible to all of you. And they say what they said to Diya. We live many lives because we love adventures. And yet, life is not a storybook. not every adventure reaches the ending you want it to. And as the figure shifts, you can see a few different forms starting to become clear. A short tiefling, green skin, cropped armor around their midriff. You see a woman with black hair, bags under her eyes, wielding a black eldritch spear. A tall, steel-furred lion man with a great axe on his back. And a short dwarf, beardless, bottom half of his face scarred in red armor. And yet, all of you found your ending. Not everyone makes it to this point. But you did. Because you were in this together. You all see a rift open up in space as you see your allies. You see on the other side of it Ishtar, Lirin, Azalin, the Ember Queen, tiny robot Xeno, at the edge of a asteroid, and it looks like a portal has opened in front of them. For you to make it back home. Ferret friends, what do you do?
Let's get the fuck out of here, shall we?
Yeah, I got places to be.
Leaving
He
the...
looks
Go ahead.
He looks back at the figure that's all staticky. What about all this? I mean, can we just leave this here?
The figure almost seems to smile. For as many worlds as there are adventurers ready to heed the call. Their mission begins, and yours finds its end. Blips out of existence.
Is Raphael Pope still on the ground?
He is.
And the portal is open on the other side?
Yes.
I go to stand over Raphael Pope and think back to everything he kind of put everyone through, but also kind of everything that was learned by knowing him. And think about how a hero would move on from this point. And then out loud Heston says, "But I'm not a hero, I'm a pirate baby." And I spit in his mouth. I think, "That's for the amulet, dickhead," and I jump through the portal.
Elanor stands over Raphael Pope and puts her full weight on his arm. Looks at him, doesn't say a word, just, kind of death in her eyes, and walks out. Or walks into the portal.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sylvia takes a look at Pope and at the exchanges that the other two have made to him thus far, and she looks pensive for a moment, and the grip on this big great sword that she's just holding on her back kind of tightens for a second, but then she looks to Diya, to her captain, someone who she knows has quite a bit of history with this rat fink that is collapsed before us, and just says, "He's all yours, Captain. Do what you think is best." And she walks through the portal.
Alone in this space between multiverses, with Pope laying on the ground, a husk of what he was, Diya slowly walks up to him. I don't think I've ever hated someone before. And I feel like you brought that out in me. I didn't like it. I didn't like what I became because of how I was around you. But I also have to acknowledge that at some point, you probably did have the best interest. Maybe not for the world, but you were an admiral captain. And at some point, I imagine that you were trying to help people. Somewhere along the way, that got lost. I don't know what, how, or why, but it did. When I met you as Zaxray, you maintain that was a facade. I believe there's still some of that in you somewhere. And whatever it is being left here, I don't think you deserve it. I think you deserve to watch what we do with the world. So you're not going to die here, Pope. You're going to live, and you're going to see the world we create. And Diya is going to bend over with the remaining power of the Ifriti's heart and cast Cure Wounds. And he's going to pick Pope up and carry him through the portal.
Diya, the light of the rift back to Gran Insulae lights your way as carrying the unconscious body of your defeated adversary, you march forward to return home. And when we pick up from break, we will end the story. Thanks for coming by, everyone.
Whoa. I have to pee so bad. I'm gonna
Please.
come back.
Me too. Oh my god, I was so close.
What? Please.
When you let us walk through the portal, if you were like, and we're gonna keep going, and I was
No.
like, no!
No. Go pee, y'all. Go pee. Go piss, girl. We're back. All of you return back through the portal to Terra, to Gran Insulae, as having defeated Pandora Nephrite, having sealed the galactic crossroads. All of you, plus Azalin, the Ember Queen, Ishtar, Lirin, Lil Robo Zeno, and carrying the body of Raphael Pope, unconscious, you all step onto a rainy, grassy field. You see your allies. You see Eleanor's cousins. You see Hector Briggs. You see Dokken Moonchaser. They are crowded over somebody. As Diya, you hear your uncle say, "Everyone, I don't know what happened. She just collapsed. At this moment, they turn around, seeing all of you emerge from this rift. Diya, as you are carrying the body of Pope, Dokken hoists the body of Beatrice Etherhorn. Looking to Sylvia. What? Diya, what happened?
I dropped the World Shaper, not like even stabbed into the ground. I just let it fall to the ground, and I slowly walk over to Duncan, holding my grandmother's body, and I take her from him and I just hold her lifeless body in my hands and I just whisper, "I did it, Granny." And she just falls to her knees, laying her grandmother down, and just starts bawling. Like a really, really just ugly, uncomfortable, wailing, like fucking Toni Collette in that scene in Hereditary. It's just like truly, truly an unbelievable amount of stress, probably not even just from what has just happened and from losing her grandma, maybe just everything all together culminating in this moment. And Sylvia just completely cries herself ragged over her grandmother's dead body.
Elanor, you see your cousins Ren and Irie, the prince and princess of spring and autumn, who you knew Beatrice was a mentor for, absolutely break composure and start crying over Beatrice as well.
Elanor walks over to them and takes one in each arm and hugs them really tight. And she just goes,
"It's okay. We have each other. I promise. From here on out, we have each other."
and says that deep in their both very watery, cry red eyes.
Slay, Elanor, slay.
Oh my
what
God.
the fuck?
Oh, Ren! Just patting his little head. Pulls out, like, rips off a piece of her dress and dabs his very puffy face.
Briggs walks up to Hedson and Diya, who's carrying the unconscious Raphael Pope. So, looks like you found some space junk out there.
Yes, but like any good junk, we'll see if we can't recycle it into something useful.
I don't know what you're both talking about. We found Raphael out there and he's a piece of shit. We brought him back though.
Well, maybe this is why you're both heroes and I'm a Navy man. Take a load off, you look terrible.
D looks at his 13 health points. I'm not feeling too hot, to be honest.
You don't know where he got it from, but Dakin has a canteen of hot cocoa for you. Sweet nephew, drink up, please. You look so wounded. This burden was too large for you to bear, and yet you have returned. My little adventurer!
Blushing, Diya takes the cocoa and sips it.
And ferret friends, you saved the world. Maybe you saved more than that. But you can take this time to recoup and plan for the future. I know we've talked about some ideas, but a lot of this was left ambiguous and up to you, so it can either be as a group, or it can be one at a time and come back as a group. What do you all do after you've returned?
I grab a sheet of paper, and there are pens, right? Or is it a quill thing? Probably a pen, right?
Yeah, sure.
Or
there's
is it a
pens.
quill
I'd
thing?
say-
There's like lasers. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and
Yeah.
take it a pen.
There's lasers. lasers. Imagine
Um,
having lasers, but using quills
and
to write stuff.
I'm gonna scroll something on a piece of paper, put it in my pocket, and then ask Briggs if he knows how Charlotte is doing.
You want to see her?
Huh? And I'm like brushing my hair back and like going like this and like cleaning dirt off my face. I'm like, that's fine.
Hedrover, you missed a spot.
Oh, how would you? This dimensionality thing is confusing. I don't know how you would know if I missed a spot.
Huh? Don't worry about it.
God damn you!
Hudson, you eventually, after you've had time to recover, Briggs takes you in a ship to the small island that they kept Charlotte on for safety. And you see Chuck, her father, looking very much like he's trying to be stern, nodding, and goes, "Yep, come on in, go ahead," opens the door. And you see, stirring awake, this woman with thick red hair, freckles on her face, sits up in bed, looks over at you. Hedrover?
Kind of. A lot happened.
Huh. What?
Yeah, me too. Hey.
What about prom? What happened? Did I... Why? Ooh, this isn't my house. What's going on?
There's a lot to go over, and we didn't really get to go to prom, but I had an idea for something, I guess, more fun, and I hand out the sheet of paper in my pocket to Charlotte, and it's a picture of the Ferret Friends logo.
Are you inviting me to join a secret society?
Charlotte, I didn't know how to ask this till now, but will you fuck up the Navy with me?
What the fuck are you... The Navy?
Yeah! It'll be great, trust me, we've done it before.
We are teenagers, Hudson.
I was 99 once, and now I'm not. It's a long story. Do you want to go to a Hellmouth?
To a Hellmouth?
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah, okay, why not?
Hell yeah.
Hudson, you take Charlotte with you, your prom date before everything went wrong, to this strange rift in the ground, the nation of Dalavar, which is in process of being repaired. It seems like the Navy was driven out of it. And what do you do here?
I go to the center of the town square where we first saw Xenos the first time, and try to channel some of that, like, bravado and charisma into myself, and go, hello, citizens of Dalavar?
Hey, wait, it's the king. Why isn't he blue anymore?
That's a complicated story. You might recognize me as your former king. I'm Hudson. This is Charlotte.
Hi.
If you're looking for and like try to like muster up more courage and more confidence than like the always wavering self it normally is.
Can you please make a charisma check for me, real quick?
This is my dump stat. A 12.
Okay. You're puffing your chest out. People like just kind of like look at you and then keep walking as if this isn't too weird of an occurrence for the people of Dalavar, and then pushing their way to the front of a family with blonde mops of hair. Now hold on just a second as you see Jingus McDingus appear. Everyone creates an explosion in the sky, at which point multiple people fall on their grounds.
Thank God.
Your king is talking to you! Listen up!
Alright, that's Jingus and I'm Hudson. Look, you might recognize me as the person that's gonna lead you all to fuck over the Navy. If you're looking at adventure, and you're looking for friends, and maybe even a working title, Join the Fair Friends, because we're doing cool shit. and you
Jingus
should join
claps
it.
their hands. The draft begins now!
Fuck the baby, baby! We're getting into it!
Hedson, you hear. That's right! We are the king! We are the king!
You're damn right, voice inside my head that won't leave.
Hedson, listen, I've been thinking about it, and I was so worried when we assimilated that I would lose all sense of self. That I would maybe stop existing as we became one. And it hasn't happened. I feel more myself than ever, and I don't know how this works. Maybe there's a time when you and I will truly be one, and our voices will be one and the same, but right now, you ever seen that play starring Joaquin Phoenix, Her, about the sexy voice?
What the fuck?
I have seen Aladdin and the Genie, yeah.
Alright, so at the end of that movie, the voice inside of his cellular device goes on and joins the ether. I don't know if I'm ever going to do that, because I can't imagine leaving us, but I do want to apologize to you about something. I said so many terrible things to you, that you were all the bad parts of me, that you were incomplete, and I have to own up and tell you that I was wrong. It's you that was perfect, Hedrover, even before we became one again. You were already a good person, and I am so grateful that I'm along for the ride with you.
I also worried that I was imperfect going through this entire thing, and I kind of felt imperfect the entire time. And through doing all of this, and meeting all these people, I learned that I still am. And I think that's pretty good, because everyone's bringing out the best. Like, in a lot of ways, you did bring out the best parts of me, and the parts of me that I didn't have, like confidence or the willingness to annoy other people constantly. And now I realize
Please.
that's pretty good.
Indeed. Maybe we don't need to be perfect. Maybe we can just be. Maybe we can make mistakes. You've called me the wrong name several times. My name doesn't have an S at the end. You've called me Xenos periodically every once in a while.
That's true. And many things, I've thought things about you that I realize you could hear because you're inside my head.
There's no privacy with me, don't worry.
Exactly. And I have disparaged you in my own head so many times.
And maybe
you know
that's
what?
okay.
Maybe it's better this way. I want to have the rest of my adventures in Gran and Insulae with you, Zeno.
Why am I crying?
Why is my head wet?
I don't have tear ducts!
Why is my brain wet?
Hedrover, my living room is flooding!
I don't know what that meant. What is the spacing confines in my head? Do I have furniture?
Hedson, as you grasp your own temples in pain, a line of civilians is clapping for you, led by Jingus, as Dalavar welcomes its king home.
King and queen. Like a prom king and queen thing.
Yeah, Charlotte's just standing next to you like, I still don't really
There's
get
a
it."
lot to go over, I feel like.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna need... Do we have therapy in this universe?
God, I wish.
Ah, fuck. Alright.
You have Zeno.
I guess I'll just be broken. Where do we go now?
Can we go back to the large chunk of the Feywild that Sylvia's mother and sister and father live on?
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna. If I'm by myself, I'm by myself. I at least am gonna go up the stairs to talk to my mom alone. But it's up to the homies. If we did all separate to do stuff, and then we're gonna reconvene later. but if they happen to be with you, that's fine. But I just want to go up to my parents' room and just knock on the door.
The door is opened by your father, Idria. Hello, Sylvia.
What?
He cautiously gives you like a one-armed hug, pats your back. Welcome home. Glad I could catch you.
Thank you. Is Mom around?
He gestures as you see your mother, Valura, sitting at the dresser.
So, what I would like to do next is something that I guess I technically have to ask if it is possible, but go with me on this. I would like to show them a recording that I wonder if retroactively Hedzin was recording with his cybernetic eye of the fight on the asteroid belt.
What do we think, Hedzin? Do you think you were getting this for the clicks and the views?
Hudson did a little bit of tinkering with Valen's help and asked if he can get some of like the recording software that's in his eye to be inside the little robot Xeno thing, and so we can keep the eye patch on. So Xeno was recording the whole thing as this little hype man.
A projector comes into existence, showing the fight, Sylvia.
And when it's over, I just want to turn to my mother and just say to her, there it all is, right there. It's not an illusion, it's what happened and the reason why we're even all still here right now, today. And Mum, I died. You saw. I was disintegrated right in front of my friend's eyes. And the only reason I'm standing here right now is because Granny gave her life for mine. Now, I know we've not ever really been as close as maybe either of us would have liked. But I'm not even asking you, I'm just begging you right now in this moment. I don't care if you're a pillar in the fake community. I don't care if you're a noble. I don't care about any of that shite about putting on airs. Right now, after losing my favorite person in the world, I just need you to be my mum. And I just barrel into her and hug her as tightly as I can.
She is taken aback at first, but embraces you as well. And she says, Sylvia, I've never stopped being your mother. I would have given you any life of luxury that I could to stop you from having to go out there and pick up your grandmother's blade. I'm not mad at you, Sylvia. I'm mad at myself. Because it wasn't something that I could bear either, and then it fell onto you. Me and your grandmother, I guess, both have something in common. She steps back from you. Stranger composure than you've seen from her. As if all of her rigidity is collapsing at once. And she says, Sylvia, if I can't have you home, I just want to keep you safe. I'm sorry it's taken so long for me to realize it, to say it. If you don't die in my lifetime, then I will be the luckiest mother in the world. That's all.
Well, lucky for me, I'm the best parts of you and Granny, so I don't think that's gonna happen.
Your dad narrows an eye, as if why was an eye in there?
You too, but
Okay, yeah,
I come on. You see, we're having.
think you.
This does not happen often,
You got
know.
your sense of humor from me, Sylvia. I think.
That's true. You are pretty funny, Dad.
Yes, I'm the goat.
Okay. All right. Did you learn? Where did you learn that? You
your
learned
sister.
that from the random kid. Oh, Gwen! I know you're probably behind the door right now. Come in here.
What do you want, Sylvia?
I just hug her and pick her up and spin her around.
Your family embraces in a group hug, maybe for the first time that you can remember.
After the hug has ended, I kind of want to talk to Gwen off to the side momentarily.
You may do so. You all find a private place in the house.
I imagine she was like sneakily watching the footage, but not in the room. And I just say, that was some pretty cool shit I was up to. What do you think? You know, I turned into the animals and slicing that fucking rock cunt up. Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, you're
I'm
right.
kind of-
Sylvia, you're kind of scary up there. What the fuck was
Okay.
with all the arms?
I mean, I like to either turn into animals. I don't know how much older, but I feel different, you know. I have more magic than before. I think Granny gave me a piece of her when she went. So I can do stuff like this now. And I say, what's your favorite animal again, Gwen?
I like birds. Songbirds.
I polymorph her into a songbird.
You turn your sister into a bird.
And I'm like, okay, don't freak out, okay? I'm sure you can still understand me. Look, how cool is this, right? Fly around a little bit. If you don't peck me, okay. What does she do as a bird?
Let's say that you're near an open window, and Gwen looks outside of it. And I'll say that maybe even without rolling insight, because you know her so well, you think that maybe Gwen likes birds because they're not constrained to this house of yours.
Mm-hmm.
Gwen gives you a look, starts tweeting at you, and you can understand somehow, and she says something along the lines of, alright, just because you're a deity on this fucking planet or whatever doesn't mean you're not still my sister. And she flies out the window to enjoy a taste of freedom in the blue open sky.
I'm going to wild shape into a bird as well and fly out with her. Specifically, let me make a cool one. Which one did I turn into? I actually can't because I can't turn into flying speed ones.
Let's
But
just
I can
say
just
you
cast
can.
polymorph again on
Yeah,
myself, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll just polymorph into like a barn owl,
Cool.
and I'll fly out after her. Can we communicate like telepathically? Okay. While we're flying, in her head, I'm just gonna say, listen, I know that Mum already keeps you under lock and key around here all the time, but I think, I don't know, we may have had a breakthrough. And I know how badly you wanted to be with me and have a taste of adventure yourself. So, whenever you're ready, and I do probably have to talk to my captain about it, but I'm the first mate, so I've got a bit of sway. I think there's a spot on the Ferret Friends for you, if you ever want to have some fun yourself.
I was able to convince Mum to let me pick up fencing lessons as a part of being a noble. So don't think you'll be dealing with some novice out there.
A fellow swordsman, I'll be damned. Might have to have a little sparring session later and see just how good you really are.
You'll lose, but okay.
Oh, save the world and you think I'll lose? Why don't you try and beat me in a race first? And I just zoom, flying faster.
Flies
See if-
along with you. You look tired, Sylvia.
I don't know if I've taken a long rest or not, so give me a break. And I think I want to fly with her to wherever Granny is buried. And I think the World Shaper is just there.
Yep.
It has been for a long time since she was first buried. I think I'm gonna drop the polymorph and take the sword out, split it back into 3 katanas, and just look at Gwen if she's still in bird form and just say, I don't know what I was thinking. She never liked this fucking thing anyway. And it looks better on me, so. I just touch the headstone and druid craft some flowers around it.
Kneeling down, Sylvia, you place these magically grown flowers around your grandmother's grave in a beautiful headstone saying Beatrice Etherhorn, warrior, grandmother, pirate. And we see next to it is a matching grave to your great-grandfather, V, the first wielder of the World Shaper, as you and your sister, the new generation of Etherhorns, stand before the monuments to the people who brought you here as the sun sets.
All right, Gwen, let's get back home.
And you
I
do
just
so.
have one last look back at the gravestones and then polymorph again and fly off.
All right. Who's next?
Captain, would you like to go next, or do you want to be last?
I like to be last.
All right, I just wanted to make sure. I didn't want to step on any toes, but I had a feeling. I had a good feeling.
So we cut to the Feywild of summer and winter, which is, if Julian permits, is now not just the 2 seasons, is now all 4.
Mm-hmm.
Equally cut within there. I'd like to imagine it's a big land mass. They just control all of it. And in this new, like, centered palace, we cut to Elanor, her 2 cousins, her mother and father, and then preferably some sort of intercom. Or I could just use Xeno if we need.
I'm always here somehow.
Elanor, it's a round table, but she's at the head in a way.
And she goes, I brought you all here because, if you couldn't tell, a lot has happened since I've left the wild. Okay, not funny. I understand. It's a little too soon. Mother did die. But I've had a lot of thoughts. Ren, Irie, it has been too long that you have been distant from our summer and winter realm, and I would like to extend and change how we rule our realms. I would like to do it together. Our parents, they're stupid. Sorry, Mom, Dad. Dumb. Dumb what y'all did. Everything you did, dumb.
I'm trying to be a more tolerant parent, and I will accept these rightful jabs at my demeanor and choices.
Thank you, Father. That was one of the most level-headed things I've ever heard you say. And with Mother dying, and now back to life.
Hey.
But, yes, Mother, yes. And I think I should take the rightful heir of Summer for the time being, Mother.
Elanor, are you sure you're ready? That's responsibility. That's not just fun and games.
Well, the responsibility wouldn't be shared just by me. That's why I'm bringing in Irie, Ren, Father until you get a little too old and I understand all this whole royalty stuff. Then I can, also take the winner part from you. But, you didn't die and then come on back. So for the time being, and so I don't lose my own temper in my own head, I think it's just, baby steps, right? Right?
Yes, Elanor, the smallest of steps. I'm being very affirmative.
Yes, you are, Father. Thank you. But Irie, Ren, we have to bring balance to the world, and we've done it, and we have to keep balance. And I want to do it with my family. This whole thing has taught me. I had a chosen family, and then I had a family that was thrust upon me. And I put you guys off to the side for my own well-being for a bit, and you're so important to me. And the world is. And I want to do it with you.
Ren nods. Elanor, I wouldn't say no to being royalty at any time. But I think you're right. Shared responsibility, I think, would maybe help us all out and help all of us be a little bit less insane. And then he looks over at your father, who is speaking to a tiny individual holding a clipboard, and the Blizzard King goes, yes, I am realizing many of the mistakes I've made is probably because of my own upbringing. The clipboard goes down, and you see like a tiny head with spiky hair and legs going, "Bap, bap, 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 bap. You're doing great, boss," as he scribbles down the Blizzard King's thoughts. Irie looks to you next, Elanor, and goes, I think that if you are ready to be caretaker for the world and the magic that's always been in it, I think Ren in my training has prepared us as well. Let's do things differently.
Yes, we've been living in the old ways in some way. Nature, magic is most important, but... Xeno!
Hi! Hello!
Hello! It's been so long! What have you been doing? I've missed you!
Well, I guess I can reach across continents now. This is great.
I mean, it's called
the
Craig.
power of friendship, Zeno.
Mhm. Oh, sure.
But
mm.
oh, go ahead, Zeno.
No,
No,
what?
tell
What
me,
are you
tell me.
up to? Hey.
Well, I oh, stop, Zeno. So, I'm just remaking our Feywild over here, a little bit more balance to nature in the seasons. But as we've all learned, technology is quite improving, and I do have my chosen family to think about. So I was wondering if you could go to each of them, invite them over, say, hey, if you ever want to stop by, there's a whole fucking palace here for you. Each one has in their own season. They get to choose if they want spring, winter, or autumn. Obviously, my home's in summer. I mean, come on. But I would love to give an extra request to Diya.
Of course, Elanor. Anything you want. I'll now have a king and a queen under my thumb.
Oh
You
my
want-
god!
Oh my, Hedson got Charlotte? Oh, I'm so excited. We have to get you your own queen, Zeno.
No idea how that would work.
Me neither, but we will find out. But I would like you to let Diya know that if and when he ever wants to come, that he has his own special workshop, that I've collected many a different Fey technology for them to work on, because we've been living in the old ways. We need to advance. We saw so much. What is going on with Hedson's internet? I don't understand it. I don't understand the words I just said, but Diya is a leading revolutionary, and I think with the help of this entire seasonal board, get it? We would be able to help Diya develop anything he wants. Can you tell him that? And don't skimp on anything, Zeno.
No, I've been writing it down. Yes, ferret friends to the future, blah, blah, blah. Got you covered.
Okay, yeah, that's it. That's it. And I guess I don't have to worry about Hedson going after my mother anymore. Oh! Oh my goodness!
What was that, Elanor?
I said that out loud. I did, didn't I? Oh, Mother, I'm so happy to tell you,
Wait,
Hedson got
hold
back
on.
with his girlfriend.
What do I do? What do I do? What's my job now?
Oh, Mother,
What
I'm not
Ember
just gonna
Queen's
write
job?
you off. Mother, you're not truly the Ember Queen anymore. Regent, you have to teach me what to do, and then I can go over to Dad, and he has to teach me what to do. But, Mother, I saw you. You've lost your strength. And it's okay. It'll happen to me one day. It'll happen to Irie and Ren. It'll happen to Dad first, obviously, because he's older. But
Jesus Christ.
I don't ever want to see you in that state ever again. I know I've been at odds with you my whole life because it was kind of like, oh, she's going to be her mom when she grows up. And I was like, no! But I need to take this weight off of you. So, if you are willing to teach me, willing to help me so you can live the rest of your life in peace, I would be more than happy.
Of course. Elanor, I think if anything, you've proven that you're probably more capable at this than I am. And if I was barely holding things together, maybe you actually can take everybody into a better world. And maybe we do need to leave the old ways behind. Maybe I don't have to stick with the whole true name stuff anymore. Maybe I can have a real name now. What do you think about Elanor?
No, Mother, that's my name.
Can we not share
No,
the same one?
that would be so confusing for this note taker right here. That would be so
Okay.
confusing, Mother.
I'll be... Sylvia?
No, Mother, that is another person
That's
we
right.
know.
I
How
can't think of any
about-
names.
Oh my God. What about Amber? It's like Ember Queen, but just one letter different. So you would know, you would hear it, and you would be like, yes, that's me. Amber Queen. I mean Amber.
Amber Queensley. Amber.
Sure.
Amber Queensley. The best
You know-
fuck in the Feywild.
What?
Father,
Yeah.
do not confirm this. Do not. I don't even want to look at you right now.
Do you see what I'm dealing with, Freddy? This is so much.
And Father, you are next, I promise, and I'm not trying to be like, I want the power, I want to take it away from you, but in the last adventure, I've found a lot of
balance within myself. And, you know, sister is gone, and that kind of thrust upon me a whole other side of our realm. And I can do this. I can balance the two, but I just need time, Father, with this one. Need to, you know, what the hell has she done in this summer region? Oh my gosh.
Elanor, genuinely, I do believe you, and I am proud of you. You can do this.
Thank you. Oh, and also we have to build a memorial for Mima and my sis.
Yes.
That's first. Does everyone vote yes on that?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. And I wanted to say Mima underneath it, whether she liked it or not. And then Hedzin's, or her favorite was Hedzin. I will give him that.
What the fuck?
Elanor, I think she loved you calling her Mima, and she's not around to say otherwise.
The fuck?
Was that Zeno saying that?
Yes!
Okay. Oh yes! Zeno, I was thinking the same thing. I think
Mm.
she just didn't like to show that she really liked me because, you know, I'm very different from the rest of them.
Of course.
And also, like, royalty, you know?
Naturally,
like,
yes.
she's
I will
badass.
feed your delusions for political power.
Well, Zeno, you're not a part of the board, so...
Okay, fine.
But Zeno, don't worry, you can come by anytime if you want.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can in my brain, no matter what.
Yes,
But thank you for coming back.
of course.
I will ask for you for some kingly advice, though, occasionally, I will
Oh,
say.
I don't know shit, but I'll definitely tell you stuff.
Maybe you could be the tiebreaker if we go through all the other tiebreakers of, you know, Azalin, Hedzin, Diya, Sylvia, and then you!
Sixth chair.
Absolutely! You are the sixth chair of the seasonal board.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Great. Well, y'all didn't really fight back on this, and I really enjoy that, and I'm very scared. Because also, I will say, I want us to still explore. We cannot just stay in this Feywild for the rest of our lives, not knowing what's going around the Earth. Planet. Not Earth. What's Earth?
What's Earth? Yes. Elanor, your mother and I can pioneer that if need be. Help see the world, spread our knowledge and magic. And I will do so under my new chosen name, John.
That's it? Just John, no Kingsley?
I think simpler the better.
You know what? You are definitely right. John.
It feels...
I'm still gonna call you Father, actually. I don't like the name Mother. You're still Mother. Father, you're still Father. Irie Wren, I guess it's Uncle John and Aunt
Don't
Amber.
drag us into this.
It's too late. We're equal powers here.
Y'all are
Equal
crazy.
powers.
I hate that I'm the most normal. I kill people with plants, and I'm the most normal one here. I'm gonna take a hot bath. Bye!
He thinks he's the most normal? I mean, out of all of us sitting at this table, it's me that's the most normal and the most level-headed now.
Your dad is fixing a business casual tie to yourself. Irie scratching her name into the desk. Your mother is doing a line of coke, and you sit there
Oh
at the
my
table.
god!
I'm not sure what I learned from this.
We have so much growing to do. I hope they all come. I hope they do.
Speaking of coming, Diya, how
What?
are
Oh, wow,
What are
wow,
you
wow.
talking
I actually learned
about?
nothing.
I don't know.
Wow.
Nothing was learned.
Diya, what are you doing?
We should have got TPK'd.
As the dew settles on the grass and the sun rises over the Etherhorn estate, a certain ferret is scratching at Sylvia's window.
Sylvia goes to the window and opens it. What are you doing here, little fella?
You see the ferret chitters at you, crawls upon your shoulder, and kind of pointer dog. And you look out and you see Diya standing off on one of the bluffs, kind of overlooking your lands.
Gwen, I'll be right back. And I just hop out of the fucking window and polymorph into a bird big enough that a ferret can ride on and fly over to where Diya is.
Ferret is totally on board.
when I make it over, I switch back and just say, Captain, what are you doing here?
Oh, Sylvia, thank you for joining me. I wanted to talk with you about something.
Go on. Anything.
You've been the cornerstone of the Fair Friends. I mean, I very much played at captain while you've been a captain. And I have very much wanted a world and life of adventure, and I wanted to be what I always heard the stories about my uncle, and I wanted to do all these things, and I did. And they're wonderful. I met you all. You were all wonderful. But I don't think it's for me. I think there is good I can do in this world. And it's not being an adventurer, and it's not being the captain of the Fair Friends. And Diya reaches behind him, and he pulls out something that is wrapped in cloth very delicately, and he hands it over for you.
Sylvia just kind of like stunned takes the gift and looks at you for a second.
Go ahead and open it.
She does.
You see that Diya has taken his arm blade and detached it and made it into a new sword for Sylvia to replace the World Shaper. Sylvia, I've made a decision. I came to realize what happened with Pope, what happened with the Steam King, what happened with Lirin. People get forced into making choices and decisions they don't always want to do. And maybe it's naive of me, but I still believe that they can be saved. I'm going to start an institute or a school, maybe a little bit of both, but I'm going to help people try to find the good in the world again. I'm going to do what you all have done for me countless numbers of times. I want to help people in the best way that I can, and I think between using my ability with technology and my experiences, maybe I can reach them. Maybe I can't, I don't know, but there's more ways to be a hero than just going out and having adventures, and I think this is my path. I think it's time that the true captain of the Fair Friends steps forward. And on that note, I have one more gift for you. Diya reaches into a satchel and pulls out a steel orb. Something very similar to what he gave to the Steam King. He presses a button. The orb starts to glow and pulsate through the cracks within it as it starts to unfurl. Arm, 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 leg, leg, tail, snout, as a little mechanical ferret comes into existence and crawls out of Diya's hand up onto Sylvia's shoulder, wearing an eye patch.
I think Sylvia takes a second to acknowledge what you've said and this cute little mecha pirate ferret that's on her shoulder, and looks out at the water and looks back to you and just walks over and just takes your head in her hands and kisses you on the forehead and just says, "The first mate's job is to take over the ship when the captain is unable. And I will do that in your stead, but you will always be the captain of the Ferret Friends, and whenever your students are annoying you and you just want to get away, this fucking ship will be right there waiting for you at the helm. Always."
Thank you, Sylvia. Diya just hugs you.
I hug him back.
As
Thank you. Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
as Sylvia and Diya embrace at the end of this long adventure, I think we see a myriad of images of the Feywild changing, both Sylvia's portion and Eleanor's. We see the people of Dalavar with a cause to support, with power gifted upon them to stand up for themselves against the Navy that has been holding them down. We see your planet change little by little. There is Diya and this facility you've built to try and change people, give them the chance to be better, as sitting across from you in a odd parallel to the time you were in the interrogation room is a shaggy-haired, scruffily bearded, red-eyed Raphael Pope, sitting across from you, folding his arms, sad smile on his face, as you begin another one of your chats. Sylvia, you are taken to the island where Ishtar said that her first mate was being held, and you are introduced to a dark-skinned, genderless Aasimar, unmistakable, golden glowing eyes, as Ishtar puts her hand on her hilt and periodically challenges you to keep sharp. We see inside this all-new hover ship, large enough to account for a much bigger crew. You all see Azalin fixing the insides of the ship, now with this futuristic mechanical lining to it, as Liren Evoy is messing with things on the inside, making this new Ferret Friends ship her project to put all of her energy towards. And we see that this Ferret Friends ship is not by itself in the ocean, but leading a small fleet of people who want to change the world. And the flag flapping in the wind, all of you together can close us out if you're so inclined.
I want to pull the ship up to Eleanor's Feywild Island one day and go to the palace wherever she's staying and just say, hey, it's been a while.
Oh my goodness, I know. My mother has been teaching me. She's been waking me up at 4 a.m. every day to battle. And then we have to go to the library and she has to teach me about all these laws. Laws? I didn't know she knew law. Did you know that?
I honestly didn't even know if she knew that word, let alone maybe how to spell it. No offense.
I know. And now I'm like, from when she's gonna be done teaching me, what is it gonna be like with John? Yeah, that's my dad's name now, John. But you know, this is so tiring. But Irie and Ren have been really helpful. Actually, so helpful.
Yeah.
How are you? You're the. I'm so sorry, Captain.
Well, you know, I mean, if the hat fits, right? I mean, it's been good. I've been going on some fun adventures. I finally took on a kraken, and you know, I don't. Granny may have embellished it, so I don't know if it is bigger than the one she went against. But me and Gwen gave it a good what for. I think she's really coming into her own as an adventurer herself on the old ship. But you know, I was in the neighborhood, right, and I talked to Rin and Irie, and I think if you're game, you could maybe take a break. I know this great bar on this island, a couple leagues away. I don't know if maybe you wanted to cash in that rain check.
Yeah, what's the bar made out of? Is it wood? Is it brick? Is it straw? I've been meaning and wanting to do something like that in a while. You know, my mother's a great fighter still. She's still a great fighter. I don't get to explode her yet. She has not died yet, again.
Well, would you believe there's one of all three? What do you say about a little pub crawl?
Let's do a pub crawl and burn them all down, Sylvia. Let's start with the easy one and go to the difficult one. Straw, and then wood, and then end with the brick one. I want to move it up. Oh, Mother, I'm going on an adventure. I'll be back in, I don't know, a couple of days. Pub crawl for a couple of days.
Sounds great to me.
All right, Mother! Mother, no more trading. Goodbye, Mother.
All
Don't
right.
kill Father. Don't kill him. Please don't.
'Cause you asked.
Thank you, Mother. And remember, Ren and Irie are in charge. And Father. But really, Ren and Irie.
You're so boring.
Well, Mother, maybe you should take this retirement and find new things you want to do. Like paint. I love painting. Maybe you could be a gardener. I don't know. Head of agriculture of our land. I don't know. Choose something for yourself.
I'm gonna go on 4 dates. She walks away.
Oh. Who? Oh, you know what? What am I saying? Who? You are now the Queen Regent, I guess. So of course people are gonna want to go on dates with you. Okay, goodbye, Mother. Hopefully those dates fill the void of Hedzen in your heart.
Okay, let's go.
You all go
Remember,
to
you guys dated a little bit too.
We
You
didn't date. We didn't date. Why?
Yeah,
is this never gonna?
It's never gonna end, Sylvia.
But why?
You did my mother. You did my mother.
But it was one time.
You know who never did my mother? Hedzen.
Okay,
Why am I involved?
In my defense, if he didn't have Charlotte as his fucking betrothed, she was way more interested in him than she was interested in me. Look, I love you, right? I want to be with you. Okay, I've not said that out loud in a while. Let's talk. I mean, we got drinks and arson to do. You know,
Let's
not
do drinks and arson.
spoil it for.
Should we invite them?
Who?
You know, the other two.
They never really seemed like the biggest fans of arson, but maybe after we burn the stuff down, they can come for the bonfire.
Yeah. Zeno!
Hey!
In 3 days' times, come to this coordinate for Diya and Hedzin. And, you could bring Charlotte, too. I still haven't really met her awake. Have I ever seen her even? I don't even know what she looks like. I don't even know who this lady is. I hope they're still together. Are they still together?
Yeah.
You've seen her several times. We've had many retroactive visits before now. I know you're busy, but goodness
Oh, right. She's the redhead with the freckles. Very confused about us still. Still very confused about what happened, I think.
Yeah.
I think we need to explain it to her maybe one more time.
Hey.
One more time.
Nothing better to explain something that's really crazy and cataclysmic to someone instead of over a big bonfire of 3 structurally unsound and 1 structurally sound bars.
Absolutely. All right, so you got that, Zeno. 3 days.
Yeah.
1 day for each bar. We could really prolong this pub crawl. I need a break, Sylvia. I need a break.
I will happily oblige. Piggyback,
Piggyback!
and we run to the ship.
Hedzin and Diya, you hear in your heads, hey, Sylvia and Elanor are going to burn down small businesses. Be here in 3 days.
Can they be normal for 5 seconds?
Wait, 3 days? Wait, are they gonna burn the bars 1 for each day?
Neither of them seem to have thought anything through. There seems to be an outburst of emotions.
Did they find a straw, wood, and brick bar to burn down?
Unfortunately, they found the exact place in the world where those 3 things are adjacent to each other.
Oh, good lord. Hidson, should we go deal with this?
Is this being communicated to me telepathically?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should.
I
We
don't,
should.
I don't feel like waiting 3 days. We should probably go earlier and help deal with the casualties.
Why am I doing this?
Zeno, remember Charlie. Her new nickname is Charlie. Charlie's invited.
I don't know if she agreed to this nickname at all.
And so the 4 of you convene. Time has passed. You might all look a little bit different in this tiny town square. Maybe some of you have changed, maybe some of you haven't.
Hedzin, look at you, Mr. King of the Hellmouth. Look at you. She pinches his crown and
I've
pinches
kind of
his-
always been the king of the Hellmouth, right? Come on.
Okay, well, you know,
You're born a king. Kings aren't
you were
made,
kind of
they are
grandfathered
born.
in.
That's true.
But now we're both royalty. I'm like the queen, president. I don't know. We just have kind of like a board of us.
It suits
But I'm
you
kind of
both.
the leader.
And Sylvia, I know how much you were conflicted on not honoring me with being the king, the captain of the Fair Friends, but you knew I was the king, and I was so busy with being the king of this place that you were
Yeah,
like,
but
ah.
you're the first mate, so that's still really.
Well, no, well, like the king mate, the king of the ship, medic, doctor.
Okay, right, sure. Face, glue, all that shite.
That
That's-
too.
Yeah, you are the Fatted Friends.
I am the different orifices and organs of the Fair
Oh,
Friends.
come here, you
That
silly
is-
bastard!
that
I give
is-
him a hug.
That's a really long title, but look at this educator right here, the smartest one of us all. What's
Oh
this
my
little
God.
bit, almost
Well-
businessman? Okay, Diya.
Yes, hello, Elanor. Hudson, Sylvia. It's been a while.
Diya,
Yeah.
that place is still there for you. It's just loads of fey magic equipment. I'm just, whenever you get a little itch to create something, maybe it's for Sylvia, maybe it's for me, maybe it's for Hudson to take down the Navy. It's there for you if you ever want a vacation from the, rehab place that you've created.
Well, it's pretty much all up and running now. I mean, I could probably afford to take a break. I mean, I could I mean, maybe if we want to do one more adventure of the road.
An adventure.
Wait a second. You're not saying what I think you're saying.
I've got some vacation time saved up, so I thought maybe the four of us, one more good romp.
I mean,
I take 4 strategically hidden shot glasses from behind me, as there's, of course, flames just flickering behind us all.
Only
handing them
one
to
bar is
everybody.
burned down. by
Yeah.
now.
I take off the captain's hat, smush it on Diya's head,
Doesn't
and
fit
just
at
say,
all.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm already a little drunk.
Jesus fucking Christ! I say out loud.
Confederate friends last ride, and I hold up my shot glass to chew.
working title.
The Fair's friend's last ride.
Come on,
I-
Charlie. Charlie,
Oh, hey.
I take
what-
up the shot
You
glass.
guys know there's a place on fire over there?
Yeah,
That-
yeah,
that-
fine.
Right.
Charlie,
it's-
we set it on fire. We
She's
did it, okay,
so-
Charlie?
God.
She's so drunk.
You guys see that play BoJack Horseman? I feel like the owl. You know, I just
What the
woke
fuck
up.
does that even mean? Is that
Uh,
a
What do
show?
you mean you feel like an owl? Heads in.
I don't know.
Who is it?
I
What?
can turn into
I can
one
tell-
of those.
You know what? I
Sean.
can tell you one thing. There's certainly been an adventure in Gran and Insulae. And I like put
Oh, and I chug and I just say, roll credits.
You hold on. As you say roll credits, there is a sudden blaring of a ship's horn. As ferret friends, you are faced with a giant navy ship appearing over the horizon. Getting up over the front of the bow is a blue-skinned air genasi with a huge beard. Grand Zeus, Fleet Admiral of the Navy, heard there was petty arson! And I'm not gonna let that go! Ferret
Hey,
friends.
Zeus!
What?
Go ahead.
What?
Don't you come on? Just have a shot with us and burn
What
down
the
the
hell?
wood one. It's fun. It's
I'm
fun.
leading an asymmetrical war against these people.
Ah!
Oh.
On guard, pirates!
All right.
All of you face this giant ship. The four of you turn towards the camera. Bars burning in the background. As we cut to black.
Oh my god, that is perfect.
The
And
most
that,
unhinged fucking.
Yeah, it's the most on brand.
what did you
Everyone's,
expect?
everyone's like
brand.
ABV is like above an 8.
Julian tried so hard to set us up for the finale where we're all in the ship the final time. We're like, nah, we're gonna burn
What
down
if
some
we all-
fucking
What if we
bars.
all commit crimes?
I wanted to have my fucking date with Elanor. Leave me alone.
You're all pirates. Crimes are fine. It's okay.
I guess.
Wow. That's it. Good job, everybody.
Unfucking real.
Thank you all. This is the end of a year-long campaign. We'll just say our goodbyes and see whatever other adventures lay on the horizon. For these characters or for new ones, I don't know. I'm gonna take a little break, but we'll get back to it, don't worry. I've been Julian or JuliCiel. Nothing to say other than thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hanging with all of these amazing people. Addie, who are you?
Hello, my name, as stated before, is Addie. You can find me on the socials, Addie Bree, on Instagram, Twitter, Addie Bayhays, at TikTok. Also, if you're itching for some more world building from Julian and other co-creators, check out the Realm Tree on your favorite streaming device of great fictionalized written podcast. It is phenomenal and award-winning. So, you know, if you want to just fill the void for a little bit, check them out. But also, Matthew Eberle, our favorite neighborhood photographer, what's going on?
What's crack-lackin'? Matthew Eberle here, your favorite friendly neighborhood photographer. Did I steal that from Spider-Man? I most certainly did, and I am not apologetic about it. If you haven't seen it already, go out and see the new Spider-Man multiverse movie, because it's fucking amazing.
Sponsored, by the
Yeah.
way.
Saw it
Yeah.
yesterday. Good stuff.
Listen, we got Oscars coming for that. Anyway, yeah, check out my shit. Instagram, internet, Matthew Eberle Photography. That's me. Need me to shoot some shit? Hit me up. Other than that, if you need someone to sing some shit, then I'm going to send you on over to my friend Malik.
Hi, y'all. I'm Malik. You can follow me at the Maliki Cauldron on Instagram, just for fun, or to occasionally get updates about my band / musical duo that I am in with my dear friend Rachel called Astral Emissary. We have a couple songs on SoundCloud that you can listen to by searching that name. We have an album planned to come out hopefully by the end of the summer. You can also listen to the podcast that I'm on with two other friends, which is One Piece. If you enjoyed this, it's called Radio Kaizukudan. For the first time ever, I'm going to spell it. It's KAIZOKUDAN. It's pirates in Japanese. Anyway, it's great. We're on a bit of a hiatus, but I think we're going to start recording some more episodes soon. So you can listen to me and my friend who are caught up on One Piece force our friend who's never engaged in it at all read it up until, you know, whenever he's caught up in like several hundred years at this point, because there's so much content. But it's great. It's fun. Be sure to listen to it anywhere you listen to podcasts. And before I pass it to Michael, I just want to say that, wow, I love this game and I love these people so very dearly. And as bittersweet as it is to end this adventure, I will force them to play D&D with me for the rest of our lives if I have to. And yeah, if you've never played D&D before and you're seeing this, it'll change your life, motherfucker. So do it. Don't be scared. Do it. It's amazing. Michael, what's going on in your neck of the woods?
I'm Michael. You might recognize me from the show you've watched for the last 30 episodes. I really appreciated being a part of this. This is one of the most fun things I've ever gotten to do, and I appreciate it a lot. And I appreciate you watching, dear listener. You, yes, you, the one that I'm in the heart of right now, inside. Don't worry about it, though. I'll check it
Like
out.
Xeno. Just
Yeah,
like
and
Xeno.
but like a different organ. And thank you. And I'll definitely be back doing more of this because I love doing this with these people, and it's been amazing.
Heck yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm out. No, I'm just kidding. That was a
Yeah.
joke. That was a joke.
Finally, we got her.
It's gonna be like 24
He's
hours.
trying to get her in here for
The
so
spells
long.
are off. We got her to stick around for 20+ sessions, and now the spell's gone. She
Hooray!
beat our save DC.
Finally,
Oh my
some
God.
good news.
Yes, indeed.
Oh my god!
So mean.
Oh.
But
You
no.
started it. I'm ending it.
But and I'm ending the stream. More
What the fuck?
more Dungeons and Dragons, but I'm also going to put an effort to mix in Quest RPG and Filipino-produced TTRPG Gubat Banwa. That's probably going to be the next project, but these folks will be back with some more nonsense. Don't you worry about a thing. Thank you all so much, and so much love. Catch you next time.
Thanks, y'all.
I want to cry. I should be crying. I need the emotional release of crying. Please,
Try it out,
body.
because we got another 10 seconds until we raid Tulok the
Oh, I
Barbarian.
thought I thought it ended while I was doing this.
No.
So I kept doing it.
No, that's where YouTube is going to cut off.